Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. In 1942, in the cold desert of a small border town in Texas, a group of Cain are kidnapped and mass embraced by members of the fanatical sect, the Sabbat. Out of this group, only a handful survived, and through rituals and mentorship they became the pack known as the Pale Riders. Representing the sword of Cain, they are wielded by a mentor to cut deep wounds within the heartland of Mexico to the enemies of the Sabbat. Juarez on Fire is a Vampire the Masquerade Sabbat chronicle that follows the Pale Riders pack that consists of Mitch, a Lazambra played by Adam, Coyote, a Ravenous anti-tribute played by Alex, Eldrick, a Caitiff played by David, Jasper, a Bruja anti-tribute played by Joaquin, Cora, a Shimizi played by Slavic, and Richard, a Ventrue anti-tribute played by Tillman. If you'd like to contact us, you can find us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
All right, so it's funny that this riot happened because as you guys are driving, and Mitch, you know the map, and we'll just say that you kind of like, you know what I mean, memorize the map because this estate, and you guys have all, he's probably showed you on the map, this estate that resides on the outskirts of Juarez is on the northeast side of Juarez, where it's kind of like, it's alone on acreages of land. But as you guys are driving through, you know, you drive through that horror, that Jasper, which, by the way, what's the humanity, Jasper? 4. I don't say that you purposely caused the manslaughter. It was inadvertent, you know what I mean? Like, that guy getting stampede, so I won't make you roll, you know? Unless you did in your dark little mind and you just haven't told me yet.
The was not intended. If it was like, if I saw like Moreno doing this, it's like, kill him. Okay, that was.
Yeah. As you are driving through Juarez, you start seeing like that there's you hear random gunfire in certain areas. You're like, well, that's odd. As you're like driving, you smell smoke and you look and you see there's like a building that's on fire like a few miles away. And as you're driving out of the northeast side of Juarez, you kind of like, you know, Coyotes, you're sitting in the back of the pickup truck. You look and you see like there's a part of Juarez that's on fire at the moment. And you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And it almost looks like, as you're looking out on this, that there's almost like a gang war in a way going on. You know what I mean? Like there's certain areas, you know, like when you're driving by an area, you know, and you even see where you originally, like the area where Marcos's house was, you know what I'm saying? You guys went to, you kind of see that there's like, it looks like there's on the skyline that there's some flames. So my point being, and what's really awesome about the scene with the riot is the fact I got to point out that Trevor wasn't at the club, which doesn't fucking, it still causes a diversion. But the fact that right now, probably with the fact that you guys killed the Pissanob, that was something that set up the spark of a war between the Anarchs and the Pissanobs / Giovanni, which started the downfall of Juarez in real life. Because now, you know, Juarez for a while, I mean, people say it's rebounding now, but for a while it was known for gang violence and just like extreme violence. Guess who started extreme violence, dude? The fucking Pale Riders pack by killing off the son of Marcos Pissanob that started this, you know? So you guys are like driving and you get to where you're on the outskirts of the town and the roads aren't paved anymore. And you're coming along, and as you're coming like down this hill where there's like desert, you see in the distance that there's this huge white estate that seems to be coming up, I would say about 200, 300 yards. What are you guys doing? Go ahead.
I'm gonna yell out to Coyote to keep an eye on the place and try to spot for us.
Sure.
I guess he's still on the back of the truck.
Yeah, I'll scrutinize the area.
All right, give me a perception alertness roll, difficulty 6.
I've got 1 success there.
So you don't see anything on the outskirts, but you see like a light coming from within, like a light source in one of the windows, you know? What you see, and I'll describe everyone as you come upon it. So if you were to follow the road, you kind of go down a little, you know what I mean, a little bit more, and there's this huge, immaculate lawn that's in the front, which is very odd to see in such a desert environment where the grass it seems to be trimmed. You can see that there's like lanterns, like gas lanterns that used to be turned on in front of people's homes where you like turn the little gas on, it would You know what I mean? It's like almost like an earlier version of a street lamp that are along in different spots in this yard, and that there's like nice bushes and rose bushes that come along this like Greco style estate, right? That has like some pillars in the front entrance of it, and is immaculately taken care of. You know, like I said, double doors where you can make out. You can't see fine detail of it yet, but from where you're at.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mitch will pull off and start doing a gear check.
So you see Mitch pull off the road, and you're basically, you mean you're slowing down, or do you mean you're stopping the vehicle, or what?
He's gonna stop.
You see that, Richard, that Mitch is pulling off to the side, and he's stopping.
Yeah, I'm gonna park right behind him.
Okay, scenes on you guys. Go ahead.
I'll jump out the truck, walk up to the car, and bang on the window before anyone else gets out.
Mitch will be opening the door as you walk up to the car.
Okay, sure. What's the plan, boss?
Grab your gear. Make sure everything's in order. I'm going to want us to check this place out on foot. These cars are too noisy. They'll hear us coming.
Are we taking guns?
Damn right we are.
Okay, I'll crack my shotgun open, stuff a couple of shells in it, and close it up again. Not too loud, though.
As you guys are sitting there talking on the side of the road, you hear a sound that sounds like a garage door being opened up in a way, but these are the manual days when it was pushed up, and you hear a car start, and you just hear you hear this engine start up, and you see the car, and you guys are off the road, you know what I mean, a ways. I'm not saying you just pulled over, you know what I mean? But you see a car come zipping by, like it didn't even notice you. And you see the headlights are on, and you see someone sitting in the car, like just driving, looking like fierce, like they're trying to get somewhere in a hurry as they head off. And you realize, looking at the figure, that it doesn't look like an Aztec. It doesn't look like anything that you'd be going after. Storyteller, hint, hint. You guys wanted a distraction to get rid of the Camarilla guard that was there, and you see the vehicle takes off down the road. So go ahead, scenes on you guys again.
And our plan has worked perfectly.
As Jasper gets up and out of the car, I'll give him a more than like a friendly slap on the back, as if to say good work, but it's going to be a little bit too hard. I don't quite know my own strength, but
Thank you, brother.
you did good. Shall we do this shit?
So this is like you don't see inside, obviously, you know what I mean? But you guys are coming along the path that's goes along the same direction that the garage is facing. So if you guys are walking on the right side of the garage you're facing towards where the front porch is there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the outlay right now that you guys see of the house. You don't see everything inside. What is your guys' plan of action when it comes to that?
Should we send someone around the other way as well?
I think we should send that test too. I think I don't know, maybe someone like Coyote and maybe me and Coyote should go around to the left side, then the other three go around the other side.
Sounds good. Check the windows.
You want me
All right.
to babysit you, Jasper?
I got potence and celerity.
Okay, I'll come with Jasper. Let's go.
So you guys are going left along where the master bath area is, and everyone else is going right. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, along the bedroom, study, screen porch area.
Okay, gotcha. You guys are walking along the back there. How are you guys going about doing this?
Look for an open window or something along those lines. Maybe a door. We'll try the doors.
So you guys are walking along the garage, and you're kind of going along. You see that there's a garage door that's there, but you could try to break through the garage door, but I don't think that would be, you know what I mean, the most quiet of
It'd be
things.
noisy.
Yeah. So as you guys are walking along, you come along, there's the wall down there where you obviously don't know what's on the other side of the master bathroom, but you see by where the tub area is there on the left, you see that there's a window that maybe Jasper could fit in if you got hoisted up to climb in there, or you could keep going. It's your call.
I'll point at the window. Hey, Jasper, think you could fit through there?
I could probably.
Sorry, I'm pronouncing your name wrong. It's the Jasper. All right, without even asking for permission, I'm just going to grab Jasper and hoist him up to the window.
Are you going to let him do that, Jasper?
I was like,
You don't have a choice. I'm a big Mexican.
I
Jasper has
got
pose.
potence.
He has pose. He has a choice.
Oh, yeah, he's a strong dude. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll let him. I'm still riding off the excitement of my earlier success. Like, yeah. I was like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do this. Yeah.
Give me dexterity and stealth, difficulty 6.
Okay. I'm going to spend a willpower point on this.
Wait, what are you down to right now?
That's.
You're at 3 now? Is that what you're saying?
I feel this is the time to spend it. I got 3 successes.
So Jasper, you like pop the window open and you slide in, and as you kind of go head first a little bit, and you place your hand out to stop you from sliding into at the lip of the tub there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you kind of like slowly like balance with your peltons, your hands, and you use your strength to like move your body forward and then gently put your foot down on the lip that faces the window. So you know what I mean? So you like didn't just fall in. And right now you look around and you see that you look like what seems to be like a bathroom there. And you're definitely on the bathtub, and you look ahead and you see what looks like to be a bedroom straight ahead, or like to the right, there seems to be a closet there.
All right. I'll like turn back to the window and say, "Don't see it. I don't see anyone. Keep heading left. I'll see if I'll try to make my way out. See if I can open a door for you."
All right, I'll follow the wall around to the back towards like I guess where it says deck.
Yeah, where it says deck. Yeah, as you come walking around, you start seeing the beginning of the left side of the deck, where there's actually like a wood, very nice painted, white painted wood band rail that goes around there, and you see like this nice furniture, like deck furniture that's sitting out there, but there's no one sitting there, and you just kind of hear like the sounds of the desert life around there as you, but you don't see any steps quite to the deck. You just see the banister in itself. Does it make sense? It's about. You're right now face to face at the top of the banister. That's how up off it is. Does that make sense?
Sure. I'm creeping around quietly, by the way. As quietly as
All right. Oh, yeah.
I can.
As you can. Let me get a dexterity and stealth and difficulty 5.
Sure. Okay. One success.
All right. So you're like trying your best to be as quiet as you can. Jasper, what are you doing right now at this moment?
I guess I'm gonna so quietly and listening as hard as I can, just sort of like creep my way towards like the nearest door I see, which I think would be on the left.
Yeah, I think that's actually a window on the left there. I think the only way forward that you could really go. Or is that a door? Would they have a door in a master bathroom? No, I don't think they would. No, that's not a door. That's we'll say it's a window, but straight ahead in the master bedroom, you can walk into the master bedroom there if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just like quietly, like making sure I'm listening very closely.
Yeah, let me get a dexterity and stealth then. Difficulty 7.
I got 1 success.
So you go in the master bedroom and you see that oddly this bedroom is empty. You know what I mean? You know that would probably be a bedroom, but like this hasn't been served as a bedroom and for anyone in a while, and you're starting to realize that this was probably why this was a safe haven for Camarilla people coming here. And as you look to the left and you see that there's like a glass door that leads to a deck. And Coyote, you said you went over the railing of the deck, right?
I hadn't said it yet, but yeah, I'll haul myself over.
And you see the form of Coyote coming up on the deck. Give me a dexterity and stealth roll, difficulty 7.
2 success.
A success, all right. As you pop up on the deck, you see Jasper, you see Coyote's large form at the glass door. We're going to cut to the other group right now. All right, Mitch, Cora, and Richard, you guys are coming up along. What are you guys doing now?
Mitch is looking at the foundation to see if there's any way to get into the basement.
You actually don't see that there's a basement, but you think that maybe there's like a crawl space underneath.
Richard, why don't you use your supernatural senses and see if there's anything to see?
Yeah, I want to activate Auspics.
Okay. What are you trying to do with it? Because you guys are right now along the right side of the garage right now as you're walking up.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to look inside near the door, either at the room that says dining or on the porch.
Yeah, that dining, that's actually windows there. So you can go up to the windows. You see that there's a door there, though, too, by the garage. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like you can open there, too, there. So it's your call. Which one do you want to do there? You just want to listen?
Now I think I want to look inside. I picked the larger window at dining.
Yeah. So you look through the dining room window, and all you see is just this long, like, nice table that seems to have, like, about 6 chairs. but it's dim in there. You don't see really any light source. It looks like there might be a light source coming from the outside the room towards like the right, northeast of the room, but you really can't tell what the light source is coming from.
Okay. But I'll relay that to Mitch and Cora, that there's a light source somewhere in the middle of the house.
Well then, Ductus, lead us.
All right. Let's see if we can get onto the screen porch quietly.
You come up upon the front porch. What are you going to try doing?
The screen porch on the side. Mitch will take his bayonet and he'll start probing to see if there's any latches, maybe anything that's open, unlocked.
Yeah, you're sitting there. You actually see the screen porch is unlocked at the moment. Like you're able to move it along the handle, and you go in there and you see that there's like these two like rocking chairs that are sitting out there that are on the screen porch. But you're definitely able to get onto it as you go up these steps, these wooden steps that kind of like lead up to it. So so you're able to get on there if you want to.
All right, yeah, he'll go up onto the screen porch and check the door into the house.
The door into the house seems to be locked at the moment as you're trying to turn it.
Okay. He'll turn to Cora and Richard. Either you know how to pick a lock.
No, I don't.
I can't say that I do.
We could ring the bell, see if they let us in.
They're not going to let us in. Are there any windows that look out onto the porch?
There is no windows. It's just kind of like you have little windows that are in the door, the top, because it's a wooden door, it has like the little top part, which is like a glass window that has like the, you know what I mean? The horizontal and diagonal line going on of like little wood, but there's no actual no windows or anything to that extent.
Looking in through that window, what do I see?
You see a foyer, and you see a banister for stairs that look like that they may go up just a little bit, like to like a second level kind of potentially. But then you see straight ahead that there looks to be a huge like living room, a great room. And it looks like that there's a fireplace that's going on. You can just see like the flickering of the flames, how they're leaving shadows on the room itself. You can't really make too much of the room at the moment.
Okay. Mitch will try to use his bayonet to jimmy the lock, jimmy the door a little bit more quieter than what he did at the bar.
Do you have security?
No, just some stealth.
Let's do dexterity and stealth difficulty 9.
This is going to go bad. Go poorly. This went poorly. No successes.
So, all right. So, Mitch, you're sitting there and you take this bayonet and you're like, God damn, son of a fucking bitch, motherfucker. And you're sitting there like trying to open it and you just hear, and you guys see this chunk of the door where he's trying to jimmy like a good 2-inch by like 6 inches of the door, just like rip from the thing. And you're like, shit. And you guys stop when you hear that. All right, Jasper, you're coming up in the master bedroom. You see Coyote just land on the porch and you're in the master bedroom area. What are you doing?
Okay, so I open the door for him.
So you guys right now are standing where that deck and the master bedroom are connected, and it's quiet, right? You guys, you slowly, quietly open the door, and you guys are standing there. Go ahead, scenes on you guys.
Okay, I just want to look around the master bedroom a little.
You walk around, look in the master bedroom. You see that like there's a walk-in closet area there, but then you see like a hallway area that leads into the hallway there.
Okay, I'll go poke my head and carefully peer around and look down the hallway.
So when you look down the hallway there, you hear this crack, like coming from like somewhere in there. It looks like it's coming from the area where it says, front porch, as you hear that. And it's like you stop for a second and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'll whisper back to Jasper, what do you think that was?
I don't know. Might have. If it was do we know like what direction it came from?
It came from the porch direction. You guys both heard it pretty distinctly.
That could be the guys. Let's go have a look.
All right.
I might sneakily head down the hallway.
All right. Give me a dexterity and stealth difficulty 6, please.
Haha, look at that. 4 successes.
Whoa.
All right. All right. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you are walking down that hallway. And Jasper, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be like following behind him and just knife drawn, just like, okay.
Give me that same roll too that he gave me, a dexterity and stealth, please. Difficulty 6.
I got no successes.
No successes. You guys are creeping down the hallway, slowly walking, silently. You heard that loud noise. As you're trying to look, you get to where like the hallway leads to the foyer area, and the sound came from the right, but you look in this coyote and you see there's a great room, that area where it's like has these nice couches that are about, and the fireplace is going. It has like these Greek statues that are standing there, that are along the wall, and there's like these plants, and it has this nice rug. And as you pop your head over, I need you guys to roll initiative. Everyone, please roll me some initiative. What did you get, Coyote?
14.
Holy
Total.
shit, dude. All right. What did you get, Jasper?
I got 7.
7. What did you get, Mitchell?
6.
Damn, don't sound too happy about that shit. What did you get, Slavic?
12.
12, Cora. Excuse me, I'm sorry. What did you get, Richard?
14.
Who has the highest wits between Coyote and Richard?
I have 2
I have-
wits.
I have 3.
Right.
All right, so Coyote's first. So you're walking down that hallway, Coyote. You see one of those Greek statues that you're looking at, some simmer flying right at you. Like, you're looking at these different Greek statues, and you're like, oh, that's nice. That's like, oh shit, there's one coming right, like flying right at me at that moment.
So it's like
At this
animated,
point-
like it's moving towards me, or
No,
the
like
statue's just
like it's-
hurled.
It was hurled at you,
see.
So we'll actually say the statue missed, so we can start initiative. You know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean?
Can I pull
The
Jasper in
statue-
front of me?
Yeah. As you're looking around, the statue comes flying and just crushes through the corner of the wall that you're peeping around. You know what I mean? It doesn't hit you, and it goes and it lodges itself into the wall. You guys hear that outside, obviously, because it's just like thundering, like a bulldozer ball just went through. Mitch, what are you gonna do, slow guy? You little slow guy.
When Mitch hears something shatter inside the house, he's just going to throw his shoulder into that door to pop it
Okay.
open.
All right. And you spending blood or anything?
Nope. Just using his
All right,
potence.
cool. Now, Jasper, what are you Jasper, what are you doing now? After you saw that statue get thrown.
Like I said, point of blood into dexterity, then I'm just gonna charge.
Okay.
And it's gonna if someone's throwing, I'm just gonna go around the corner, just like charge in the direction it came from.
All right. There's this figure that after throwing the statue, you guys can't really make out, but he is picking up something to throw again. All right. Next is, okay, Cora, you said you were standing and waiting to see what was going on. And then you are kicking the door, right? You said, spending a blood pool point, kicking the door still, or are you going to do something different that you see that Mitch is going to do that?
I'm still gonna spend the blood pool point.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know, is strength the right stat if I wanna fire a gun? Probably not, right?
I know,
That's
dexterity.
That's
Then I
dexterity,
spend it
yeah.
on dexterity instead.
Okay. All right. And then what are you doing, Coyote?
I'm still heading to the door.
You're still
My
bailing.
plan is,
All right.
my plan is still
All
the same.
right. So, Coyote, you just start breaking for the door. You start running, and as you're looking at where the source came from, you see this figure, and it's like sitting there. And you at first you're looking, and you see like another statue, and you're like, "What the fuck is this? A statue again?" But you see a figure that's like, it looks to be made of stone, almost in a way, right? The skin is almost gray. And you see that it's like crouching. It's a figure of what looks to be like a naked male. And it's sitting there, and you see that there's a hand that just is like crushed into the side of one of these like Greek marble figure statues that look like they weigh like hundreds, if not like thousands of pounds. And it's sitting there, and you see that it's like looking at you with this ferocity that feels threatened, almost like a caged animal. You see that you can't quite make out the eyes or the features, but you see that it has like this black long hair that seems to be shaved on the sides and around, and you just see it that it's like coming from behind, like it's in a ponytail, and that's all you can really see because you're running. You know what I mean? You can't make out these distinct features quite yet.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden you said you're bumping yours into dexterity. Tillman, what are you going to do next? What did you say your thing was? Richard, you said you're bumping into dexterity, and what was your action going to be?
I'm just gonna draw my gun.
Okay, you're going to draw your gun?
Basically,
Okay, that's an action.
give Mitch cover while he's breaking down the door.
All right, cool. So you draw your pistol. Cora, you said you're standing by with your gun drawn too?
Yep.
All right. And then, all right. So then there's this, as you're running, Coyote, you kind of make it around to the foyer, but you're still in the line of sight. The creature is going to pick up, spending blood pool points. All right. So it's going to pick up one of the statues and huck it at Coyote as he flies by. So it's going to be dexterity athletics for him to throw it. He's able to pick it up.
Okay.
All right. So we got 2 successes. So let's go ahead and do this again. All right. So I need you to soak 2 damage. Coyote, I'll describe the scene once you do. It is, you got fortitude, right? So it's stamina and fortitude difficulty 6. Yeah. So you roll your stamina and your fortitude difficulty 6.
3 successes.
All right, so you soak it. So this thing, you look and you're like, oh shit, and you see it fucking pick up someone's hand and just fucking hucks it, and you're like, what the fuck? And it's like this, you're like, oh shit, and you're like trying to run, and you see this, like the head of it comes and just hits you in your chest, and you slam against the wall, and it breaks against you, and you have like all this marble dust and shit that's just like, bam, and you're like, and you find yourself embedded in the wall, and you're like, oh shit. You for a second, you like feel yourself, and you realize that like there hasn't been any, there hasn't been, it didn't cause you any damage as of yet. And you guys hear this outside, just like that's right there. And Jasper, you see as you're like coming around the corner, you're like, what the fuck? And you see this figure just through. I'll say you make it around the corner, and now you're in its line of sight at the moment. Then next, Mitch, you kick this door, boom, the door cracks open. When you guys look through the door, you see like Coyote is like at the corner, like he was just about to make it to the door and he got slammed. You see this pieces of like this Greek like statue that's all over this fine like tiled floor, like the entryway to this home that, and it's just like dust and it's just boom, and there's wall plaster everywhere, and you see Coyote's just like hand as he's like trying to get himself up. All right, so let's go ahead and do the next turn. Mitch, what are you doing right now?
Mitch is going to run in to help Coyote.
All right. Jasper, what are you going to do now?
I think I'm going to try and... So, I can see the
And if you want to spend blood or any kind of disciplines or whatever, now's the time. You guys got to say too, by the way, so.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and like, tackle this thing and just try to like hold it down. I'm going to do like both celerity and potence.
For celerity, do you got pop blood for celerity and revise? Yeah, spend a blood pool point. What's your blood pool at right now?
I think I tapped off last night.
7? Okay. And you spend the dot of celerity and you're going to try tackling them? Okay.
Yeah.
You see the figure is standing there after it threw it. It sees you, Jasper, and you're like, what the fuck? You're taken aback because you see like these tattoos are all over its chest, like these tribal-like tattoos, and you see that its eyes are almost like feral. They look almost like cat eyes in a way. And you see it's barring its fangs at you, and you see its hands come out, and you see like slowly like these claws start expanding from its hands as it feels you within its presence there. Next will be Cora. You see the scene unfolding as you see Jasper.
Can I
like,
fire into the monster without, targeting Jasper?
Yeah, you have a rifle, right? Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'll do. And I'll pop a blood point into dexterity, just for good measure.
And then what are you doing, Richard?
I had the same plan.
Open fire?
Yeah.
With your pistol? All
yes.
Right. Are you spending any blood or no?
I did already on dexterity. I mean, I can do another one.
you can spend it each turn. Yeah, you can spend blood each turn, so don't forget that you guys can do that if you want. What's your blood at, Cora, by the way?
9.
9, okay. All right. And you said you're spending one there, or Richard?
Yeah, I spent another one on dexterity.
All right. And Coyote, what are you doing?
I kind of can see that they're going to... I mean, I'm going before these guys, but can I tell what their intentions are? They're going to
Yeah. That's why you go last. Yeah, you can. Okay. That's why the person with the highest initiative says last, so they can kind of like decide,
I want to like wait until the other guys have fired, so like delay my action a little and then charge it.
Yeah, you can delay your action. Yeah, you can delay your action.
Just charge at it and grapple with it and pop a blood pool into strength.
All right, go ahead. What's your blood at right now?
It will go down to 5 after I pop a blood point.
Okay. Coyote, you're holding your turn. Richard, give me Dex and Firearms. Yeah, difficulty 6.
4 successes, I think.
4 successes. Okay. And then how much? And then so that's for every success past 1. That's an extra
Yeah,
dice
plus
for
3
damage.
to damage.
And then what kind of gun? You're using a pistol, which will give you
Light or heavy?
He's
I
using a
think it's a light
revolver.
gun, right?
Oh, yeah, 19. Yeah, the 19. Yeah, we'll say light, and then so that
seven.
is 4
7
damage.
Yeah, 7.
2, yes.
Yeah, 2 lethal damage. So he soaks it. You're sitting there aiming, and you shoot, and you see like the bullet hits him, and just like fucking it like falls like the lead slug. You can hear it like tick 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 on the tile of the floor. You hear that happen as you shoot. Cora, what are you doing? You're shooting.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Dex and Firearms. You're rifle. Yeah, you get 1 shot, but holy shit, 8 damage. What the fuck?
I ignore the first success, so I have first one, so I have 2 successes, so I roll 9 for damage. Okay, 5 damage.
1, 2, 3. Boom. So he's at hurt. Okay. So he sits there. He pumps blood again. Okay. And then if you heal, is that your action? Because you have to concentrate, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So he has his claws out, and he is going for Jasper. Now, here's the thing, Jasper, right? You said you want to tackle him.
Yeah.
You can change your action if you want to attempt to dodge him, but you have to roll the willpower roll and get a success. It's your call.
All right, I'll try to dodge. So I see the claws like, whoa, what's going on?
Dexterity and dodge, and he's going to roll the dexterity and
I can
brawl.
roll the willpower for that. Is that a spend willpower point or?
No, you got to roll the willpower. But I can let you spend a willpower if you want. I mean, and we can call it a success. It's your call. Okay? Let me know if you roll the willpower first.
I'm rolling it. 1 success.
All right, so you can change your action. Now he's going to roll, but he has -1 dice, so it is
And that as well, the roll what? Dexterity and dodge?
dexterity and dodge, yeah.
Difficulty,
6.
I got 1 success.
1, 2, he got 3 successes. He unfortunately gets you there, so it's going to be strength +2, so 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. So Jasper, as you're sitting there, and you don't have fortitude, do you?
No.
As you are sitting there like, oh shit, comes across, and you're seriously, like, you hear this roar come from it that you have never heard come from one of your kind, and it just like splashes across your chest, and you smell this like fucking smell of like fucking burnt flesh coming forward from under your nose, just from your very chest as you do that there. So that was your turn there. Mitch, what are you doing now?
What is the current condition of Coyote and Jasper?
Coyote looks like he's just wiping dust off, but you saw Jasper's take this slashing across his chest, and he's looking down at it like with a sense of panic. And you realize that like the wound, it looks like the charred wound that you actually still have signs of on the side of your neck there.
Ooh. All right, I will change my action. That's a willpower roll, you said?
Yeah.
So that's 3 successes, including the one
All
to
right.
change my action.
Mm-hmm.
He'll swing his rifle around and shoot.
All right. Give me a dex and firearms, please. Difficulty 6.
3 successes.
So you're going to roll a total of 8 plus 2, so 10 dice of damage.
All right. So that's, and target number is what, 6 again?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we subtract 1s from damage?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so one does take out successes, yeah.
Okay. So then that's 4.
4, all right. So he now has this and this. Subtract 1 dice from damage, or 1 dice from soaking, because he's at -1 modifier. So that's going to be that, and that's going to be this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you sit there and you shoot, and you just see like the bullet again, just like seems to like ding right off of him. You're like feeling a panic because your pack mate sitting there like being consumed by pain and fear at the time. You have celerity. You have celerity. So now you can do. What's your celerity right now?
This
What do
one.
you have celerity as? So you have 1 more action before anything else happens. So after Mitch shot, and Coyote still has an action too. So Coyote, what's your action going to be?
I'm going to charge at the thing and grab it.
Okay,
Grapple
so
it.
you're gonna run and tackle. All right. Give me what's the grapple roll? Because Mitch did it before last session.
Got it here. It's dexterity plus brawl.
All right, and roll dexterity and brawl.
What's my difficulty? It says strength, I think. No, difficulty 6.
Yep.
2 success.
2 successes. And what does it say for damage?
Any character struck by this attack loses his attack for the current turn. I have to score more than his opponent's strength to immobilize him.
Cost damage. Yeah. You didn't cause any damage. But do you have to get more than their strength to tackle him? You said.
Yeah, to immobilize.
All right, so yeah, you didn't immobilize him, but you ran up and you just kind of like are attempting to grab it and get it down. We'll say at the moment, okay?
Okay, can I like Jordan help Coyote? Like, can we like sort of like do that? Like both of us trying to do it.
Yeah, you can do that. You can run and tackle. Give me the same roll then.
All right.
What is the roll that you had to do?
Dexterity and brawl, I think.
Hang on, just one
Okay,
thing.
go ahead,
I'm
dude.
looking here. It says dexterity plus brawl, but you scroll down to the it says strength plus brawl at the little thing at the bottom though.
Opponents to make a pose strength to continue.
Oh
after.
yeah.
The
it's
first is like just like
continuing after.
hit your arms, and then afterwards is like moving, keeping it together.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you can
So
do the dexterity
minus
one.
1 dice. Yeah.
Yeah, minus 1 dice.
Dexterity.
This is gonna make his move interesting. He's gonna be like, what the fuck?
I got difficulty 1 success, but I got no
1 success.
No successes. I cancel it out. Damn.
Oh, so you go and you try to grab him. You see like Coyote's just like do thunders and like tries to grab this thing and is not like really having any hope of moving it. And you see like Jasper go and tries to jump and has like no luck whatsoever. Man, this is gonna become a dog. Every combat with this pack becomes like a dog pile of pain, dude. It seems like, So all right, initiative steps again. All right, Mitch, what are you doing?
Let's see here. Well, considering my 10 vinculum for Jasper, Mitch
Oh
is
yeah, that's
going-
another factor. Your guys.
Mitch is going
Sounds pretty
to
fast.
charge in with his bayonet.
Mitch is charging in with his bayonet. Jasper, what are you doing now for your turn?
I'm gonna try to pin him again.
Okay, are you gonna pump blood or do disciplines or anything like that?
Well,
I mean,
I'm gonna do like potence. I'm gonna do potence with this.
Pone's automatic, so you don't have to worry about potence at all. So that's automatic. The creature you are fighting is now more worried about this lumbering, large Hispanic that's grabbing him. So he's gonna like go and swipe at his claws down at it while it's trying to tackle him to the ground. Cora, what are you doing?
Probably not the smartest thing to shoot into that mass, at least not with the rifle. So I guess I'll drop the rifle, take out the revolver, and get closer and start firing from a
Fire.
distance from where. Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Tillman?
I'm running out of options, so I'm just gonna. The thing is, I'm very attached to Coyote, so I'm just dropping my gun and running in there, spending 1 more blood point on strength.
Dog
Potence in there.
pile.
Just smash
What the
that
fuck,
thing
dude?
into the basement, straight through.
All right. And then, Coyote, what are you doing with your action?
I'm going to attempt to wrestle with the dude again and
All right.
slam him into a wall
okay.
or something.
Coyote, you're going to continue to wrestle him so that now that you have him, you have, well, you're already kind of trying to grab him. So you're saying you're going to do a dex and brawl again? Or are you going to do a strength
Sure.
and brawl? Or dex and brawl? Okay, go ahead and roll dex and
I've
brawl.
already, I don't have a grip on him, do I?
No, you're trying to get a grip. But what I'll say this, I'll give you guys this. I'll allow, if you get successes, other people who are attempting to can combine their successes
I'm going to
together
pop a
to
willpower.
try to be the strong. All right, so you pop a willpower. Go ahead and roll.
Difficulty 6. I have 3 successes, but I got a 1. But does the willpower cancel that out? Just 3.
So then you got 2 plus the willpower, so you got 3. Yeah. So you're trying to grab him, and you're just like you find that you're having such a hard time like controlling this guy because this creature is so much, you know what I mean, like stronger than you at the moment. But then all of a sudden you see Richard come flying through, and he's trying to like tackle the guy. Go ahead and roll a dexterity and brawl for me. Difficulty 6, please.
Shit, I don't have brawl.
So dexterity, which you can do brawl with it, right? Yeah, you can do brawl, not take a modifier because it's a talent. So just do your dexterity difficulty 6.
That is 3 successes.
3 successes, and you guys are kind of like haven't slowed him down quite yet, but you have it to where like you're almost kind of hindering him a little bit there, you see Coyote's like trying to grab his arm to stop him, and you come flying and you like kind of like hit around one of his legs and you're trying to like pin his leg down. Next, Cora, you said you're going to shoot with your revolver there.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and shoot with your revolver.
Yeah, I'm going to be splitting my dice pool, so it's going to be 3 and 4.
Shoot all 3 of us.
All right, go ahead. Don't botch.
Oh, 3 successes with the first shot, and 1 success with... Okay, I hit both. 1 is for 8 damage, and 1 is for 6 damage. It's 3 successes, and... Okay, 6 successes, 6 damage.
All right, let's see if he soaks any. He takes 5 damage, dude.
Whoa.
What the fuck, man?
Bang!
What the fuck me?
Old lady is a sharpshooter. Well, it was point blank, but still.
Shit. God, I thought it was gonna, boom, like Coyote comes and grabs him. Richard flies over to Cora, just like walks up calmly and just like pulls like this pistol out. And she's like aiming and she sits there and all of a sudden she like shoots and it hits in the chest. And you can see like the first one, it kind of like takes it back for a second. You see a slow like liquid starts coming out of it. And then another one hits in the right exact spot. And you see that like it like locks up frigidly and then it like locks up and it falls to like its side, almost like an inanimate object. Go ahead, scene's on you guys.
We did it.
He just sank to the ground, right? He's not.
Yeah, he just fell to the ground. Yeah, he's locked. The creature you see is like locked, and you see slowly its like features are starting to look more like a corpse. You know what I mean? A little bit as it's sitting there on its side.
I want to try and jam a stake through his heart just for good measure.
Yeah, you go through there and you like just like fucking pound this. You see like with your peltons, you're like dot dot dot, and you see a stake go in the heart there. As you guys now are kind of standing looking at this figure that's locked there.
So, what do we do with this guy?
We destroy it, and we continue on with our mission. We have done great work, my brothers and sisters. We have done great work.
I agree, brother. I agree.
Mitch will look at the body, then look up at the pack. Let's take this one back home with us.
Spoils of war.
I will pick him up, the corpse up, and sling it over my shoulder because I'm a big bad dude.
As you guys start walking out.
Well, before we leave, Mitch will speak up. We need to check the rest of the house. Make sure no one's left.
Alright, I'll go put this guy in the truck.
We could start a fire. We'll flush anyone out.
Quick and easy. Let's do it.
So you guys are rushing about, I'll just say, we'll like just kind of do a montage of the scene. You guys are running about, starting fire across this house, feeling the fucking the alive, you know what I mean? You survived combat. Jasper, you still feel this pain, but you're like setting this house ablaze. You guys are walking out of the vehicles with this figure that's lumped over you. You're going to the vehicles and you hear this whispering coming from the darkness. And you guys don't recognize the voice, but Richard, you do. And you recognize his voice. It's the voice of Ilinipi. And he's like, help, stop the car. Help, and stop. Help, please. And you hear it coming from the dark. You run over there? All right.
Yeah,
definitely. I tell the others it was Ilinipi.
So Cora's running over there. Cora, you run in the dark and you come across this figure that's like slumped up like behind this cactus on their side. It's basically, you see like his arm is completely missing and it looks like that his upper body and his head has been like badly burned, like almost all of his hair is singed. You see the left side of his skull looks like it had been caved in and there's like an eyeball of his that's like dangling out. You smell burnt flesh, but you smell like this odd sense of decay and rot that's coming from him. Are you guys going with Cora or is it just Cora going on her own?
I'm gonna go follow Cora.
Yeah,
well, I've just popped a body into the back of the truck, right?
Yeah, we'll go with
you guys
Cora.
I'll come too then.
My lord, you have to drink. You have to drink.
And you're giving him some of your blood? All right, so he tries to like...
Offer him my wrist.
And you see he tries to feed, and as he's feeding off you, you see him looking at Richie. He's like, he stops. He's like, my child. And you see him like he keeps feeding, and then he stops for a second. He's like, they have Vidar. They betrayed us. Infernalism. And
hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there. High Level Games, the industry's first choice in taking your games to the next level. We are a podcast blog and new media network at highlevelgames.ca. We have blog posts about all of your favorite games going up 5 days a week, and a podcasting network with actual plays and shows that discuss role-playing games, with more rolling out all the time. We are on iTunes, Twitch, and YouTube. Find out more information at highlevelgames.ca, a site that certainly isn't controlled by a shadowy board of directors of otherworldly origin. That's highlevelgames.ca.
Please, help. They're coming.
The mission seems simple enough, don't they always? Simple sweep and flush out operation. We loaded them up in a hazmat tanker in Montreal and shipped them to a downtown warehouse in the Valley of the Sun. They would have been in and out in a few nights. Well, we wouldn't be telling the story if it all went as planned, would we?
I go ahead and I pop Wyatt.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna run at him and do a sweet spin kick and knock his head off.
We're waiting to see whether or not the abomination kills us.
Shufflehead Chronicles is available on the Critical Hints feed. Search for Critical Hints in iTunes, Google Play, or any other podcatcher.
I don't think this is how. No.